Hey YouTube, my name is Eve the Weave. Like, share, and subscribe. Um, it's been a lot going on. I wanted to talk about a lot of things, but I really want to talk about what's going on with this pandemic, this COVID-19 thing. Y'all not understanding that y'all need to wear y'all masks. So let me just give y'all a glimpse of what's going on. This is what I recorded tonight. I'm not going to show all the content because I don't want to get flagged, but I'm going to show I'm going to show you what exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to be showing all the content. So we're going to be in the dark room. We're going to be in and out the dark room. We're going to be in and out the dark room. I ain't do a dark room in a minute, but this dark room was about to get real. Let me show y'all something. Hold on.
California, Texas, and Florida, all setting records for the number of new cases recorded in one day. Let's discuss now. Dr. William Schaffner is here. He's professor of infectious diseases at Vanderbilt University. Doctor, so good to have you on. I wish it was under better circumstances that we were discussing, that we had this conversation. These coronavirus case numbers, shocking, despite all the sacrifices that we have been making. Seems like we're back to the beginning of this pandemic. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it certainly feels like it. Why didn't the U.S. learn from China, from Italy, or for that matter, New York? We had months to prepare.
Well, Don, we're different, right? And look what happened. When the virus first came over from people from China, it seeded itself in the major cities. And there we had these hotspots, just as you said, New York, Miami, and New Orleans, etc. But progressively it's leaked out smaller cities, and now it's spreading further, towns and actually out into rural areas. So now it's geographically dispersed throughout the country. It's making cases everywhere. But what I'm really afraid of is, since it's now everywhere, come fall, I think it's going to spring up all over the country. And I think this second wave that's coming in the fall will be worse than the first.
Oh, goodness gracious. Excuse me. So let's look at the states reporting all-time highs. Texas opened up early. But California's been pretty careful from the beginning of this, and still reports.
Look at that.
7,000 cases.
Look at California.
What's wrong?
Texas. This is today's numbers.
In one day. Careful. Other people were carefree, right? They didn't wear their masks. Mine is to hand every time. They didn't observe the 6-foot distancing. They're going to bars. They're hanging out. The coronavirus loves that. Coronavirus hasn't gone on summer vacation. It's here, spreading, seeding itself throughout the country, waiting to really create bad mischief come the fall.
So it seems like, and I guess we are, it seems like a new French study that we're learning new things about the coronavirus every day. There's a new French study out tonight that says plastic, glass, and aluminum surfaces contaminated with a moderate amount of coronavirus could play a key role in the indirect transmission of the virus. I thought we were just told the opposite from the CDC. How do we keep this straight?
It's hard. You do get conflicting reports. The general thrust, I think, is that inanimate surfaces play a minor role. It's still very close to interpersonal contact, the respiratory route within 6 feet. That's how this virus is spread. That's the highway of spread. That's where all the viral traffic is, going from one place to another. Those little byways, those side streets, that may be the environment. Yes, a little bit of virus can spread that way, but the main route is close contact between people. And of course, that's what a lot of people find difficulty with, because they want to start interacting again the way it used to be. And we're asking everybody to wear the masks and be standoffish. It's difficult.
Another sign of how much we don't know. I want to ask this question, but unfortunately I'm out of time. I'll get you next time, Doctor. Thank you so much. I have to run. You be safe. We'll see you soon.
You do.
Things that always Always too much to talk about, even with...
Y'all better listen up. The numbers are going up. What happened in Harlem last weekend was bananas. And a lot of people was not wearing masks. A lot of people are on vacations. Like this man just said, the coronavirus didn't take a motherfucking vacation. Those numbers are from today. Today. In one day. It does not make no sense to why people just can't listen and just play it safe for themselves and other people. And I don't understand why they think because what they can't see, they shouldn't be afraid of. Well, let me take you back to motherfucking science class. Get your motherfucking microscope. Being that you want to see the motherfucking shit so bad to know that it can motherfucking kill you. Y'all niggas is fucking crazy. Y'all got me fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm out there, but I'm not out there like that. And that size of a crowd, all that's bananas. That is bananas. It don't make no sense. I understand that everybody want to have a good time. I understand that everybody want to get out the house. It's summertime. It's nice. But it's a way that you do things. Wear the fucking mask. Please use hand sanitizer and wash your motherfucking hands. And stop smoking behind each other, because that shit, that ain't gonna work neither. That ain't gonna work. Y'all need to stay safe out there. 2020 is taking people down like never fucking before, B. And if y'all think it's a motherfucking game, y'all need to open up y'all motherfucking eyes and go do your motherfucking research. Because it's real out there. It is motherfucking real. This pandemic don't give a fuck about none of y'all. And neither do y'all motherfucking president, for that motherfucking matter. And that's a Fendi fact. So it is what it is. But y'all stay safe. And y'all try to have a nice summer. But I believe the wave is going to come. Come August, it's going to get crazy. But we'll see. I hope it don't. But I don't know, y'all. Because all the numbers is going up in a lot of different places. But, like I said, hopefully I'll see y'all around. Later. Now that was from earlier. Now look at this other one. Y'all think it's a joke.
Arizona's ICU beds were available.
We're going to go into surge capacity mode probably by 4th of July. So the most urgent thing, I think, is to get the hospital systems ready.
Nationwide, more than half of U.S. states reporting an increase in new cases over the past week. New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, where cases are trending down, want to keep it that way.
People coming in from states that have a high infection rate must quarantine for 14 days.
As of Wednesday night, 8 states subject to the new order, which comes with hefty fines in New York State, starting at $2,000.
So it's time for personal responsibility.
The New York City Marathon, which attracts more than 50,000 runners and nearly 1 million spectators every fall, canceled over coronavirus fears. Major League Baseball, however, will take the field this summer, 60 games starting in late July. Coinciding with that news, more positive cases among the Phillies and reports of infection for the Rockies, too.
And where do states stand on the mandatory use of masks?
So more are adding those mandates. In North Carolina today, Governor Roy Cooper announcing one for his state. And, we keep going back to Florida. Governor Ron DeSantis was asked again today about a mandate for his state, as we're seeing not only cities but counties in southern Florida put them into place. He said he's encouraging people to wear those masks. He doesn't think, though, that enforcement would be be an effective use of resources and has no plans for a statewide mandate. Meantime, we're hearing again from Dr. Fauci, who said very clearly today, just look at the data when it comes to masks. He said this should not be a political issue. It is clearly a public health issue. And for people who are looking at it through the political lens, he said it's time to get past it, Anderson.
Erica Hill, thanks very much. More now on that new modeling that suggests overall deaths may be lower than previously forecast if safeguards like masks and social distancing are kept in place. Joining me is the director of the institute that publishes the study, Dr. Chris Murray of the Institute for Health Metrics Evaluation at the University of Washington, also senior chief medical correspondent Dr. Sanjay Gupta. So, Dr. Murray, you chose to show 3 different scenarios this time. When you compare the current prediction scenario to the universal mask scenario, which assumes at least 95% of people in the U.S. start wearing masks, which we're far off from, the predictions show that just by that simple act, we could save 33,000 lives by October 1st. I mean, it really is all down to masks.
Yeah, it's an incredibly simple, cheap, and now turning out to be effective intervention both for individuals but also for communities. And that's why we were pretty amazed at how big the effect is for the country. So absolutely, there's no reason that every state shouldn't do what other states are starting to do, which is mandate mask use.
Sanjay, I mean, it's incredible. You know, every time you think about, oh, should I put a mask on or not, 33,000 people's lives would be saved by October. That's stunning. Sorry, we had problems with Sanjay's mic. We'll continue with Dr. Murray. Dr. Murray, from a medical standpoint, can we continue to reopen businesses and keep people safe as long as people are wearing masks, even in hotspot areas?
Well, I think it's going to be a balance, Anderson, which is in places where transmission is really taking off, we may need to do more than just masks. But for pretty much every state that we've looked at, if we can get people to wear masks, we can not only save lives, but I sort of think of it as we can also save the economy, because we can keep business going if we can convince people that this is the best strategy we have at hand.
Sanjay, I mean, that's what's so, it seems harmful about what the administration is doing. On the one hand, pushing for reopening, and at the same time, not pushing with equal force to remind people that, okay, wear masks when you're out, social distance when you're out and going to businesses.
Yeah, they're not advocating for the things that would keep us from going back into shutdown mode again. So that is an irony, you know. And I will point out, there are countries around the world, including South Korea, which never really went into a shutdown mode, but because of testing and because of masks, they've had tremendous success. I mean, they've had fewer than 300 people who have died here, you know. One thing that sort of strikes me, and I'm curious because we've talked to Dr. Murray so many times over the last few months, is that still, though, 146,000 people in your state would still die even if 95% of people are wearing masks, right? Is that true? I mean, does that make the argument that we still need to go into some sort of shutdown or stay-at-home mode?
Well, remember that, you know, 121,000 of those deaths have already occurred. So, yes, there's still going to be 25,000 people that will likely die between now and October. But remember that we're in this for the long haul, because we know that there'll be more in the fall. And so I also think we have to temper the strategies with that longer-term view. So I think our best strategy right now, outside of the big hotspots, is really to focus on mask use. And then in some of the hotspots, yes, we may need to scale back on some of the, or reimpose some of the mandates.
Is that because, Dr. Murray, you're saying kind of we need to focus on masks now, is that because you're sensing and you're seeing that people are just fed up of being inside and all the social distancing and can't maintain that? I mean, obviously from a medical standpoint, if everyone was in lockdown, that would be better from a medical standpoint, but obviously from an economic one, it's not. And since we're in it for the long term, are you essentially saying, you know, give people kind of this breathing space right now while the weather's warm, well, numbers are somewhat down because of some warmer weather, because come the fall, winter, it's going to wallop again?
Exactly. I think we're going to see kids going back to school in September, at least in some places. You know, the colder weather coming in. We're going to see, you know, increases coming pretty much all over the country. And we can manage most of the harm, not all, through masks over the summer. So exactly, I do think we need to take the long view and think about how we're going to get through as a country, right through to basically a year from now.
Sanjay, it is, I mean, just kind of hearing Dr. Murray saying a year from now, just thinking about this as it's going to go on for another year. I mean, I was just hearing that, I kind of have to want to pause and just wrap my mind around that, because it's sort of, I mean, it's just an agonizing thought for everybody.
I know. I feel the same way. I mean, you do again have these countries around the world where you've had, it's definitely not the same as it was, but they had a sense of normalcy that I think where things are functioning, and I think as you've interviewed the person who wrote this, the dance with the virus, we learn how to sort of live with it in different ways. But I'm really struck by the idea that these simple, what they call NPIs, non-pharmaceutical interventions, can have such an impact. We assumed, we guessed, hypothesized that they would, but now there's good data, around this. So yeah, it's going to be a while still, but there's ways to get through it in ways that are a lot less painful than they are right now.
And Dr. Murray, I know this is probably an obvious point, but I think it's an important one just to emphasize. It didn't have to be like this. We didn't, I just want to be clear, correct me if I'm wrong, from a scientific standpoint, we didn't have to be the #1 country with COVID cases and the highest fatality rate. We didn't have to be in this position that we are in right now, where Europe is talking about banning Americans from coming to the European Union because we are handling this so poorly. I mean, we could have been a South Korea or Taiwan or any of the other countries, or Iceland, which has dealt with this very, very well. And I mean, is that correct? That there's nothing inherent about what happened here, that this was inevitable. It's simply how we have dealt with this, with the testing, the contact tracing, the social distancing. We just haven't done it well enough.
Yeah, we could be New Zealand. We could be in stadiums with 40,000 people watching professional sports. It's all about how early you act and act in a concerted way before we get large-scale transmission in the community. There was absolutely no reason this had to happen the way it did. But if we set the clock back, we would have had to have acted pretty promptly, had the tests in place, had the containment strategy in place back in January, and certainly in February.
Yeah, and February, as we know, was it's a lost month. Dr. Chris Murray, thank you very much. Sanjay, thank you as well. I'm going to see you tomorrow. Sanjay's going to join us once again. Sanjay.
So that just goes to show you right there that the numbers is going up, people. Y'all have to be safe. You understand what I'm saying? This virus this virus is definitely not racist. I'm going to tell you that right now. This virus is not playing with nobody. And if you don't be safe and take precautions and wear a mask and always have hand sanitizer on you, it is going to be a problem. Please, please, please. I figured that I watch CNN. I love the platform. I have my YouTube channel. I love my YouTube channel. I thought I'd bring awareness. I hope they don't flag my page. But I just wanted to bring awareness so we can all be safe. Shit. Fuck it. Quarantine some more if you can, if it's possible, and watch YouTubers all day. Because we lit right now. I'm just saying. Everybody want to be a YouTuber now. I just want to throw that in there real quick. But I'm just saying we need to wear masks and gloves and do what we gotta do to stay safe. Watch your kids. Make sure they're washing their hands. Now that the parks is open, I don't really see them washing them down. So like I seen them open them, I seen them cleaning the parks, but I didn't see them like power wash the parks down. I felt like they should have did that. before they opened it. Even though it rains on the, you know, it rains outside, but I felt like they should have washed it down like they did the subways. But I just want everybody to stay safe. I'm going on to the next video. My name is Eve the Weave. Please like, share, and subscribe. Please share me. I'm trying to grow my channel. I'm on the road to 1,000. Please like, share, and subscribe. I gotta go, YouTube. Later.